Right.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hey guys. Sorry, Karen couldn't join us today, but we're here with Nate again. So let's go
Yeah,
through the
hey
team
guys.
list. How you going, Nate?
Yeah, good bro. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. For once, it wasn't a very interesting team list, which are the ones
Yeah,
we
no,
like.
not too many surprises this week, which is nice. But
Yeah. So not much really on the Rooster side of the ball. Just James Tedesco back to fullback and Manu into the centres.
if you look at the extended bench, we see Sam Walker in there. I think has he been named in reserve grade? Is that right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, he could be a late inclusion, but I don't know. I'm kind of looking at him to drop down to maybe even low 500s. Then could be a good buy.
Yeah, especially if he
Especially
gets
through
that goal
Origin.
kicking back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Terrell May stays a good option, and no, with Solidity out, I think that Angus Crichton looks set for 80 minutes too.
Yeah, even I don't know if you saw, but last week Nat Butcher was the one that actually came off
Yeah,
for
for
Satilli to
Solidity.
come on for those like whatever how many minutes he played.
Yeah,
So yeah, that could mean that Angus Crichton could be their 80-minute second row from now on. But
yeah, he could be, which I
yeah,
think
he
was
did well for a 60, and his
close to
break
a
even would be
must-have.
quite low now. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Uh, on the Storm side of the ball, so you see Tui Kamikamifa makes ways for Nelson Asofa Solomona, and Joe Chan added to the bench. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, go on.
What do you think this means for Sean Blaw's minutes with Joe Chan on the bench?
Yeah, I don't really know. Hey, I think Katoa is the 80-minute player. But yeah, I haven't been watching too closely on Sean Blaw's minutes, but I think did he get the 80 last week?
Yeah, he got the 80 last week, but Craig Bellamy did come out and say that he wasn't meant to play 80. It's just because Tui got injured.
Yeah, right. Well, I honestly I thought that they might have been building him for 80, but maybe they only want the 60 out of him.
Yeah,
Honestly, I was pretty big on him going hammer to Blaw, but I just don't know. Like his PPM still good enough to get average high 40s, but there might be some better options. But yeah,
yeah, I
it's a
think
tricky
so.
one.
But not much else to be said there. I think Sean will
Yeah,
be, we'll get you some 40s, but maybe not make enough money, personally.
yeah.
So Dragons, Warriors, and I think the Dragons list are one out and sees Zach Lomax back to the centres for Christian Tuipulotu
Oh yeah,
making his
right.
club debut.
Yeah,
Uh,
right. Didn't notice that first time, but I don't know. Zach Lomax, he offers a lot on the wing. I think at center sometimes he tries too hard. Like with his little flicks in that. But yeah, see how it goes. Honest, I wouldn't jump on him, but yeah, curious to see how he goes back at center.
he's been playing unreal on the wing.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's been their best player this year, I think.
Oh, definitely. Him and
What
Jaden
do you think
Shaw.
about Kyle Flanagan? Not as a buyer, but for
I still think,
owners at the moment.
yeah, I still think you hold him. He's been scoring well. Like,
Yeah,
just got a 43.
like I think he's still got a bit more money to make. Low break even. Like he doesn't
Yeah,
have the base stats that because obviously Ben Hunt does all the kicking and all that, but I think he still does enough to scrape in. Like, not a bad player to hold throughout Origin and all that because he might take over while Ben Hunt's out. So
yeah,
might
he
be
might.
might be a hold.
But I think not many Dragons players I'd be looking here.
Nah,
I think on the other
there's
side,
too many changes every week.
yeah, I know. On the other side, the Warriors look like a very fantasy relevant team right now, with Chance putting up keeper numbers and Sean Johnson being the best half right now. Do you think Mitch Barnett comes close to a buy as a
I
pod
had my
option?
eyes. I have been looking at him for the last couple of weeks. He's got the dual position, which helps a lot. Um, and yeah, good PPM. Like he doesn't get too many minutes, but I don't think he's a player that needs big minutes to score well. Yeah, I don't know. He's not the worst buy. But he's getting a bit more expensive. But no, you can't. You're not going to go wrong if you get him.
Yeah, and I think Tohu will do a very good job too. I think
Yeah. Especially
him.
because Mitch Barnett kind of is, but most of the Warriors players aren't Origin impacted either.
Nah, just Wade Egan and Adam, I think. But they got to make it first. Sorry, Wade Egan and Mitch Barnett.
Mitch
Yeah,
Barnett could make New South Wales team, but it's an outsider.
yeah, definitely could. But not much to talk about in that game either.
No.
So let's start with the Dolphins, and we see a number one. I'm very, very impressed with from watching his highlights. Trey Fuller. Do you think he's a buy this week?
I think we saw glimpses of him even last year. I thought he was a bit of a freak, but yeah. I don't know. How much is he?
He hasn't been entered into the game yet.
Right. Does that mean he comes in at 230?
Nah, he could come in at any price in the game. Scored a
Right.
57 in the one game he played last year, so it could be a
Yeah,
Jordan
he's probably
Pereira.
in the 200 spot.
It could be a Jordan Pereira and coming at 600k, averaging 50 in 2 games.
Yeah. Or then I'd leave him alone if it was that. But anything 300, like low 300s, you can look at him. But what's he got the spot for? 4 to 6 weeks, I think it is.
And then Hammer's got Origin too if he makes it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
So, well, they've
hamstrings
obviously
are
got him as the backup guy. So,
yeah, and hamstrings are
Um,
easy to do again.
yeah. Yeah, no. Well, I was a Hammer owner, but I've got him out. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see later on in the team list who to bring in. But yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. I think I might wait a week for Trey Fuller. But if he's putting up good numbers, then definitely worth a
yeah.
look.
Personally, I'm going with him this week,
Oh, yo,
but
fair
it's
enough.
been this story of my season going with the players of first week of injury, like Cam Munster.
Yep.
But not much else here. I think Max Plaffel poses a good player, could get a dual position, but again, I wouldn't really be looking at him.
Yeah, Blake Solangi's back in the team this week.
Yeah, on the bench. Who makes
I
weight
mean,
for him? Oh, Kelma Tuolangi to the reserves.
I don't know where he plays.
Well, it must mean massive minutes for Jermaine Hopgood.
Yeah,
Oh
must.
no, so maybe it's just an edge playing 80 because they still got the 3 forwards on the bench.
Oh, Bryce Cartwright and Sean Lane can play the 80, but
Yeah, so maybe it means both of
well,
them playing 80.
Tuolangi was the second row, like came on the second row anyway. So maybe they're just letting them play the 80, and then the middle forward rotation will be those forwards on the bench.
Yeah, I think Blazers. I agree. I think Blaze and Joe both come off the benches are both holds. Just hope they make a bit of money for you. And I feel
Yeah.
like Blaze could very much get his spot back.
Hmm.
But not much
Yeah.
else here I'd look at. Jermaine Hopgood's a
Oh,
gun.
no, if you've kept Tuolangi, you're probably holding, but you wouldn't be buying him this week or anything. I don't think.
Dylan Brown, very good option. Look at him and Clint
What are your
Robinson.
thoughts on
Good.
Isaiah Katoa as well?
I think he's too expensive now at like 510
Yeah, right.
odd K.
Fair enough.
Down the pack, so it's my beloved Tigers playing the Penrith Panthers. And I think we get a massive inclusion of probably one of the most influential players in the league right now, Lachlan Galvin. How much can an 18-year-old change one team?
Very, very happy to see him back. I think I missed him last couple of weeks, having to play Drew.
Definitely.
But yeah,
And
he's straight back in.
you see Fa'atapi out for John Brett Naden.
Yeah.
So
Brett
yeah,
Naden playing halfback the other day. Did you see that in New South Wales Cup?
yeah, I saw that.
It's a bit strange, but yeah, they obviously back him. Fair enough.
So you see John Bateman back into the starting lineup, which I think is very good. Makes him become a fantasy option. And Alex Twall, our pot of the round, actually, on the bench.
Alex Twal.
Yep.
How much is he?
580k.
Yeah, right. What's he averaging this year?
42. But he played an 18-minute, he played a 17-minute game where he got failed as HIA.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he could be an option then.
Yeah, on the Panthers side of the ball, we see no Nathan Cleary yet.
Yeah.
I just think I wouldn't be looking at many Penrith players. I'd still think Yo probably close to the best captaincy option.
You know what you're getting from him. I don't know. Paddy's been good at the moment, but I think those numbers only stay until Haas is back.
Yeah, but Yo does it with Cleary without Cleary.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And I think
Um,
Taylor May is a definite hold for me.
do you have him?
No, I don't have him, but if you have him in your side, he's a definite
Oh,
hold.
yeah. Well, I heard news that he was getting dropped this week from outside of footy stuff, but
Yeah, so did I.
clearly not the case. Do you still have Mitch Kenny?
Nah, I sold him last week.
Yeah.
Mate,
I don't know. Not enough good performances week in, week out, fantasy wise at
nah,
least.
too inconsistent, and they got an easy draw, so he makes less tackles, and that's how he scores all of his
Yeah.
points. So, looking here, I look at the Seagulls side, you can see Ruben Garrick back. You see Corey Waddell
Yeah,
get the starting spot too.
I've had a bit of a. It's been on my radar the last couple of weeks, just
Yeah,
since HIA. Got the dual position. Scores well generally.
yeah, he's a good player. Very sharp shooter with the boot too, and they got the Titans this week who they could score a lot of
Would you
points
look
on.
at him upcoming weeks?
Oh, I'm looking at him, yeah, definitely, but definitely looking at
Yeah,
him.
I don't know. It could be a straight swap from Hammer even.
Yeah, that could be a very good move.
Word.
What are your thoughts on Corey Waddell, who's won the starting 12 spot with
Yeah,
Burrow being injured?
yeah, he looks good. Been another player on my radar. Just looking at the scores and that seems to score well. He was, I think, one of the highest price drops at the start of the year. Coming from where I think the doggies it was. So, yeah, if he locks down that second row spot, could be on the cards.
Yeah, and he's got a dual position too, which helps us out.
I see Matt Lodge coming into the starting team.
Yeah, which I think he makes way for Sipley. So I wouldn't be looking at Matt Lodge though.
Is Sipley injured?
No clue.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
have
think
thought he
so.
got dropped. He's been pretty good.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anything. So
Yeah, right.
now on the Titan side of the ball, you see Philip Sammy at 1 to replace Jaden Campbell and Kieran Foran at 7. Is there any interest in Kieran at all? Put up a good performance last week at 7.
Yeah, he did. I don't know. Like, I think he needs those attacking stats if he's gonna get anywhere near points. Like, I don't think he puts up those base stats.
I think last week was a
I
bit
don't
of
think,
an anomaly.
yeah. Like, I mean, AJ isn't kicking much either, but I don't know. I just don't think he's worth it. He can put up the occasional good score, but maybe if you're head to head, you could work out. But if you're playing overall, then I don't think he's worth it.
I'm interested not to see Tanner Boyd in this side, considering he can conversion kick with Jaden Campbell out.
Yeah, might be Brian Kelly again, but it's not really too fantasy relevant.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Jermaine Jolliffe?
Yeah, he was good last week. I mean, the Titans had a lot of tackling to do, so I feel like that might have influenced the points a bit. But he's actually a pretty consistent scorer. Like he had the try, I think, which helped.
Yeah.
But no, you could get worse. How much is he? How expensive is he?
Oh, like 590k, 580k.
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
don't
just
know.
too much.
If you have dollar, then you probably could. But yeah, it's a bit of a risk.
Yeah. So let's go Broncos side. Not much here. I don't think. Yeah, no change to their side. So
No, it looks the same.
I think Xavier Willison's still a good buy for lowest break even. And
Yeah. Oh, I've had him from the start. I looped him last week.
yeah,
I looped him and Iro. And then I ended up taking Wilson's points. Iro still
yeah,
got 40. But yeah, I was very happy with Wilson's 56. And they've only got the two forwards on the bench, so I mean,
big minutes
Baker
for
and Corey
Paddy
Benson
again.
do chew up some minutes, but I don't know. I think he's a good buy. He's cheap, dual position, could even be big during Origin.
Yeah, I was
Paddy
looking
and
at him, but the round 13 and 16 buy making me go off him a bit.
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, they
Yeah,
could rest they could rest some like Paddy or Haas around that time coming back from Origin. But if you've got him, you definitely hold. But I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if you need to bring him in.
Yeah. So not much else on that side. I look at maybe a Carrigan, but other than that, I think you let Walsh drop money and that's about it.
Yeah. Bless you.
Now Chevy Stewart, you're looking at him.
I think he was very good. It definitely helped his chances to keep in the spot where Jordan Ruppen is out. How many did he end up with?
26, I think.
26, yeah. I mean, he played pretty well and still only got a 26. Like, didn't have those real like high tackle busts or line breaks or anything. Ran hard, ran well. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be overly like. I know he was fantasy relevant in New South Wales Cup, but it's hard to transfer that into the actual NRL.
Yeah. So I think both these halves pairings could actually be a keeper. Ethan Strange looks good in the
Yeah.
centres, and
Oh yeah.
Jamal
I'm very happy that I've had Jamal from the start.
he's
Good,
killing us.
very good captaincy. Last week got me 164, I think.
Yeah.
Like extra time helped, but he's still scoring well. Scoring well no matter what.
Yeah. So this week I'm very interested in Hudson Young and Joe Tarpany, and I think with Zach Hosking out, they both look like very good options, but it's a pod option.
Yeah. Tarpany's putting up very good scores lately. He started off the year a bit slow, but he's bringing it back. Seems to be getting the offloads back in his game.
Yeah.
And Hudson Young, I think it seems like they're working to the other side to bring it back and really exploit him against the other team's half. So I don't know. They're trying to get him involved, so it's not a bad option.
I don't think so at all. 600k. So you got down here in the dog side, you see Jacob Krause listed on the wing. I'm very happy with that. And Drew has to go, no doubt about it.
Yeah, his break even's high.
Yeah.
Just don't really see him as a genuine option. Like
Yeah.
even I don't really see him as a hold. Like there's obviously pressure on his spot. There's Sexton as 18th man who's knocking on the door really.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could potentially hold for one more week, but if you've got
No.
trades, then
Finishes herself. Yeah.
I'm happy to see him go. I hate just watching him play.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
hard to.
So I think Sam Hughes and Salmon are both holds until at least the bye, and Josh Curran's a hold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Summons what his break even's got to still be relatively low.
I think 10 or around 10.
Yeah, got money to make, and Sam Hughes getting a starting spot. Hopefully, there's no late change, but
Well, I just don't
it
see
looks
in this
good.
side. Who are you captaining with that bench? Like, who are you late changing with that bench? They got an outside back and a half and then two props, and
Yeah,
none of them play
exactly.
big minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
Sam
Could be.
Hughes is in.
I might even, might not even loop him this
Yeah,
week. Might
I'm not.
might get him straight in the interchange.
Yeah. So, do you think Ponga poses a good option still with that hip injury?
Um. Oh, you'd still be happy to have him if you've got him, but I don't know. I think there's a bit at the price he's at. Like he's relatively expensive. Like he's obviously a freak, but there's that bit of risk buying him. Um, I mean, there's risk with everyone, but that extra more with him and his hip.
Yeah, I think he's definitely still a buy. Like, he's a very good player. Uh, I think Kai Pierce Paul, are you looking to buy him still at 650k, or is he just now like a one that you left free to keep if you don't have him?
I think he's probably. I think we probably let him slip if we haven't got him yet.
Yeah.
Uh, might be one to just let go, but nah. Like if you got him, you're happy with that, but might just let him go.
Yeah, and you see down in the Dogs reserves, Max King could come back.
Yeah.
So then, on the Shark side, so you see Eero keeps his spot, and you see Talakai on the bench with Braden Hamlin-Uele returning via
Is
the bench.
Katoa hurt or is he dropped?
Nah, suspended.
Right, that makes sense.
Yes, I would
Yeah,
not be
I'm really
looking
happy
at.
to see Iro, or Iro, however you pronounce it. I'm happy to see him in there. Looks like they might be doing everything they can to keep him that spot.
Think so.
I don't know when. Do you see him staying there when Dale Finucane's back?
Well, Craig Fitzgibbon said that they want to keep him and Talakai in the 17 every week.
Yeah, right. Well, who
I
makes
think
room when what's his name's back? Dale Finucane.
Jack Williams
I don't see them dropping him, but
or a Oregon Kafusi.
yeah, I don't see them dropping someone like a Jack Williams. I think he's too consistently good for Craig. So yeah, I don't see them dropping him. But yeah, hopefully Oregon Kafusi or someone like that. Because
Yeah.
if Iro's keeping the spot for the year, then he's a massive keeper.
Oh yeah, I think so. Are you looking at Cameron McInnes still with Hamlin-Uele and Rudolph back?
Oh, I see his minutes going down. Especially how long does Dale Finucane have left?
I think Finucane's got one more week left.
Right. Well, I wouldn't look to buy him in. You're happy if you got him, but time might be a bit too late to bring him in. Especially just because his minutes can get so limited. Like he's got a good PPM, but his minutes can just be 40 max. So I don't know. What do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, I think he's definitely a hold, but I don't know if I'd be looking at him to
Yeah.
buy this week.
Word.
Yeah, but on the Cowboys side of the draw, I think Tom Chester looks like a good play buy this week. That's pretty much all I got to say.
Yeah. Good attacking upside with the team he's in and that. Yeah, looking over the team, no real I don't think there's any changes.
No, I don't think there's any. Yeah, none to that side, and just Murray Tuolangi out for Semi Velame. But
Yeah.
that pretty much wraps up the team list. So, quickly, the NRL Fantasy Fanatics has made an overall group for round 7 and just a league code here, and I put on our story, and we'd like for all of you to join. It would be very helpful for us.
Yep.
So now on to our pods for the week. So we got our first one as Chance Nickel Klukstad, and he's been spoken about a lot. Just what are your thoughts on Chance?
I thought he's 65 after that because he had two try savers, 2 try assists, line break assist, and still ended up with a 65, which is a winger score. So I thought might have been, if you got him last week, might have been chasing points. But this week he proved me completely wrong. I know he had those 10 minutes extra time, but ran for 346 meters, which is ridiculous. And just mainly base stats, really.
Nothing
Like
on the
eight tackle breaks, but you can see him not that many, but you can see him doing that week in, week out. Yeah, I think he's a good option, to be honest. Low break even. Good team, so don't see why not.
So you'd be looking at him this week at 630k?
I think so. Oh, it depends who you got as your wing fullbacks. And what their like buy schedule is in that, but
Yeah.
no, I definitely don't mind him.
Where would you rank him in terms to Turbo?
Like comparing him to Turbo.
Yeah, because they're kind of the same price.
Yeah. Well, if Turbo gets picked for Origin, then Chance might even be a better option. But I don't know. You know what you're getting from Turbo, and Chance does have the lowest scores in his game.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on these on Sean Bloor here with Joe Chan on the bench? Break even
Yeah, I was
19.
pretty big on him. Low break even in a good team that uses their second rowers. But Joe Chan does throw me off a tiny bit.
I just don't think he's ever really been relevant in games under in that 60 to 70 mark. Like, only a career average of 39.7, and he's already priced at 40, so makes you no value.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I might reverse my change even now after seeing all this. Might have even been chasing points after a 70.
Yeah, I think that's.
But yeah.
So you see Corey Waddell set for looking over. Looks like he's going to get over 60 minutes. Break even of 9 and a career average of 42.4 while playing over 60 minutes a second row. Is Corey a lock for you with that dual position or not?
Oh, he looks pretty good. 425k is real, like that helps a lot. And I don't see, like, I think he's definitely got the spot over Burbo. I don't see Burbo coming back in and taking the starting spot.
Yeah.
Can you get up all his scores from this year quickly?
All the scores from this year.
Yeah. So he's come pretty good ever since getting minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends who they put on their bench each week, but I think
Yeah. I think he's
it's a
a
tough
good
one.
buy this week. We've got cranked it
Yeah.
out. Only got 10 minutes left. What are your thoughts on Trey Fuller? Is he just a buy this week, nothing said, or a bit of risk?
I think there's obviously a bit of risk. Like, he's pretty good. Like, we know he can play, but there's just always that doubt about his spot, fantasy wise. I don't know. Might just wait a week, see how he goes.
Yeah, I'd look to bring him in, but depends who you're trading. So Jerome Hughes, what are your thoughts on him?
I've been looking at him. Like, he's obviously got the big scores in his game. But some weeks he's down like those 40s, but I don't know.
For
I think you
me,
can kind of take them if he's getting you the 70 every second or third week.
yeah, the one thing that holds that to me is most gun halves make 25 tackles. He's making 15 a game, so you're losing 10 points there.
Yeah.
But I think Jerome will be a good option for you, and he'll do your job. Be good for the origin period. So you look at Brenton Neokora, you kind of see him coming back a bit. That 15 was a sin bin game and wasn't really his game, but other than that, like, he has a career average in the second row of 48.8. Is Neokora a good option this week?
Oh, he's a good scorer and all that. You could even wait for him to maybe drop a bit with a break even of 50 something. I don't
56.
see him dropping too much more, but
I mean,
just a chance that
he got that
drops a couple
58
of
all in base last weekend.
yeah. Oh, he's solid.
Yeah. I'd be looking at him, honestly. He knows how to go across for a try, too.
Yeah, he runs a good
Hudson
line.
Young, again, another player, just looking like he's finding a bit of form now with a 51 and a 67, break even of 28, 616k for Hudson Young as a discount. Do you see him as a clear buy with a career average of 50 on
Yeah,
the
it
second
looks
row?
good. And I see not even owned by one person in the top 100, barely even in
Yeah,
the top 5,000. So massive pod, but there's a lot of upside. But he's just got. If you look at rounds 2, 3, and 4, just in the 30s, not real ideal scores. Obviously he knows how to get over, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
You could bring him in, but I probably won't.
yeah, fair. I'm looking at him. So Angus Crichton's he just an absolute must-have with what we've seen with his career. Career average of
Yeah, I think he's too good to look past. Like, you know what
got
you're going to get from him.
career average of
Like,
58 on that second row.
I know that Nat Butcher's known as a 80-minute second rower, but as I said before, it looked like Crichton was going to get the 80 the other night. And even at 60 minutes, he's still going to get high 40s. So he's making you a lot of dollar and scoring well for you. So at this price, I think he's a bit of a no-brainer.
Yeah. the one thing that has my eyes are those missed tackles this year. But I think Angus Crichton, get him in, very good player. I think it's pretty safe to say, not much to say, -2 break even. Bring him in. He's a must-have this week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it was ideal getting the last week or two, but I don't think it's too late.
Yeah, not much to say.
If he nails down that center spot and gets it for the rest of the year, he's a must-have. So yeah, I think the upside's there. You just got to bring him in this week if you haven't
Yeah.
already.
Ben Travojevic again, not much to say. Out
Yeah.
for 4 weeks.
Oh, I don't know. Even if he wasn't injured, I got rid of him last week. Fair to get rid of him. Like if he needs a hold, then saw that he might only be out for 3 weeks, but I'd be looking to get rid of him.
Yeah, he just misses too many tackles for my liking. Like, I think, yeah, definite sell for me. Cameron Murray, do you have him on the sell list or the hold list with what you've seen
I
from
think
him this
hold.
season?
I think hold. Like he's a known gun player, so
Yeah,
and you don't.
in my team, I'm holding him because he was at 30 after 30 minutes. Then he got moved to the centres. Then he failed his HIA, and he's been a known gun
Yeah,
for
oh yeah.
ages.
Nah, you don't really want to be selling your guns, especially when you don't need to. Like I know he's failed his HIA, but they have the buy anyway, so
Yeah,
not technically missing any games. So I think he's a clear hold. And we've seen his scores this year. It's definitely good enough to hold. Yeah.
definitely. So someone's mentioned Josh Adokar, like that at 83. Is that an anomaly with a career average on the wing of 37.5? Like he looks like he makes 9 points of value, but for you, is that a fluke or is that something that you can see more?
I wouldn't even really have him in the conversation. Like I wouldn't even look at him for my team. Like yeah, he scores well when he scores, but like I just don't see it with him.
Yeah, I think he's pretty safe to say that he's an avoid.
Yeah.
Tom Flegler, is he a sell or like what do you think? Like he's been playing well this week, but this year, but he's out.
Him?
He's out
What's the
for I
go with
think
him?
1 or 2 more weeks.
No, I'd hold.
Yeah, same. Just
Unless
clear
you're
hold.
desperate, then I'd hold.
Yeah, not much to say. Just he's been lighting up this year, hasn't he?
Yeah. No, he's playing good footy at the moment, but just you wouldn't be getting him in this week or next week or anything.
No, you wouldn't. Like he's put up some good scores at prop. A 4 in 23 minutes there though. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a definite hold for me. I just feel like he's got that break even of 44 will be very handy.
Mm.
Jaden Campbell, I think safe to say he's a sell. Not much to say about him. On to the next.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kalen Ponga, I think he's a screaming buy this week. He's gone 72, 67, 69, and we saw what he could do. Lit up the world last year, and this was with a hip injury too.
Oh, he's just so dangerous at the back. Like you can't. There's not much you can do to even like. It's hard to stop him from scoring well. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Why?
I think you put the captaincy on him and he'll do you well. Same with Isaiah Yeo. I think very, very consistent. If you got him, put the captaincy on him and he'll do you well too. What are your thoughts on Isaiah?
Oh yeah, he's a fantasy gun. Yeah, you could bring him in. No. Oh, he's got a very low break even for how expensive he is as well.
Yeah, I know. Do you think Kalen May's a thing with a career average of 38.2? Is he a hold? Break even of 60, dual position?
Yeah, I don't see why you'd be selling him this week. Like, I know he's got those off-field drama, but you saw in game one what he can do, so I wouldn't be rushing him out. Whereas
Yeah.
David Fafita, I don't mind him at all.
Yeah, I'll be looking to buy him. He's gone back to back to back 50s. Just looks to get more work done, and I think he's running the ball hard.
Scored 51 in 55.
Yeah.
You just know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah, I still think you let him drop a bit more with a break even 65 and get him
Especially
around
with
like
that profile pick. Like, how
Oh,
can't
yeah.
you?
How can't
It's
you?
beautiful. And his girlfriend.
Is Stefano done? Like 35 break even.
Oh,
But
I wouldn't look at him. Like he's got
yeah,
a good break even, but like a 50 with try, like as a front rower, like it's not very appealing.
yeah. So John Bateman, he's been a fantasy gun for ages at second row for career average of uh of 57.3 when playing over 60 minutes on the second row. Do you think he's a clear buy or keep dropping with that 73 break even?
Oh, I wouldn't be picking him up with his break even there. I'd let him drop. Like his scores
Yeah.
haven't been that impressive this year either. I'd let him
I,
drop.
yeah. But that's all the time we got here, guys. Thanks for watching. Just quick one. What are your thoughts on Kai and Sean quickly?
They're both gun, but I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that Sean's going to get injured soon. Don't know why, but
Yeah.
don't know. I just see it happening.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.